1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys see that? There's like 20 guys sitting on the bench this far away from each other. Man, they better go through COVID protocol. Caps win 4-3 over the Buffalo Sabres in the shootout, and this is a big 2 points for the boys in red to take away. Although these overtime and shootout finishes are really starting to get to me. I think someone needs to tell the Caps that I'm not in my 20s anymore. I gotta go to bed. But before we go to bed, we have to talk about this game. This was a super fast-paced game. I mean, even with the overtime and the shootout, it ended probably when a lot of games would have ended in regulation. Caps come out gunning once again in the first period, and this sort of starts becoming a common theme, if you would, with the Caps this season. They just come out all guns a-blazing in the first period, and they start really well, and it looks really good, but then as the game goes on, they just sort of start trickling downhill and plateau out, and it gets a little sloppy. But this post-game review would not be complete without talking about the absence of certain pivotal characters in our plot line of this team that is the Washington Capitals. Yes, that's right. Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, Orlov, and Samsonov are all out for 4 games at least under COVID protocols. And before you get too excited, I'm not gonna talk about this. If you wanna see my thoughts on this, I think Nastya Ovechkin summed it up perfectly with her clap back at the NHL. If you want to check out her comments, I'll link it below. She put it in Russian and in English, so nothing would be lost in translation. And we can't go talking about this game without talking about Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson, who is carrying the Washington Capitals on his back this season, comes out again just swinging, just playing hard and doing the right things when he needs to be doing it, and adding leadership on the ice with certain individuals not playing. I'm filming this reaction before I've seen any post-game conferences with Peter Laviolette or any coaching staff or any training staff, so I have no idea what Tom Wilson's status is, but I cross my fingers so hard that he is okay. Not just because of the good skater that he is and how well he's been playing this season, but he truly is a leader on that ice, even if he's not wearing an A or a C on his jersey. And with guys like Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Orlov who have been there for years not being there, it is necessary for these guys like Tom Wilson and TJ Oshie to step up and really support the team. But anyway, let's talk about the actual game itself. The Caps actually give up the first goal in this game, and they're not used to being behind this season so far. The first goal of this game is what I would call Chara's first blunder of the season, but I wouldn't actually fully call it a blunder. It's kind of just a great play by the Buffalo Sabres. Chara has the puck below the net, stripped away from him, bang bang, low to high, it's in the net. 1-0 Buffalo Sabres go up. And as the game progressed from that first goal, I'm seeing really good things happen from the Capitals. Lots of point shots. I talked about it in my last game against the Pittsburgh Penguins, how the last about 10 minutes of the third period against the second game against the Pittsburgh Penguins was more so just Pittsburgh firing on net from the point, getting traffic in front and just firing on net and hoping for a deflection. And that's exactly what the Capitals looked like in this first period against the Buffalo Sabres. Lots of shots from the point, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh, something eventually is going to go in. And that's exactly what happens. Dylan gets a shot from the point, Wilson streaking across the crease, screening the goaltender, big rebound comes boop, right to the feet of Nicholas Backstrom. He backhands it into a wide open net. Caps tie up the game at 1. Ooh, and then Caps go to the penalty kill because Sheary slashed Hall. And yes, I mean slashed because that was the lightest touch of the stick I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, Vitek Vanacek, the Czech in net, comes up huge on this penalty kill, and he was consistently coming up huge in this game. They always say your goaltender needs to be your best penalty killer, and guess what? Our goaltender was our best penalty killer. Oh, it's so good to see young guys step up in a time of need for the team and just say, guys, I got this. Because let's be honest, there was a couple times that were really shaky for the Caps in this game, and Vitek came up huge. And that's what you need from your goaltender. You need him to be solid, but in times of need, you need him to be great. And Vitek was really great in this game. Caps get a little lucky at the start of the second period. There's a 2-on-0 right in front of Vitek, and instead of shooting the puck, Hall goes back to Reinhart with the pass and just blows it by him. Remember when the Caps blew that 3-on-0 against the Pittsburgh Penguins the other day, and it was super fortuitous as to how that game was gonna end? Well, yeah, that was this play for the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres blow a 2-on-0 right in front of the goaltender, and guess what? Just a few minutes later, the Caps' fourth line scores! Oh wait, that's not the fourth line, that's the third line, cause, you know, COVID stuff. Great job by Karlsson keeping the puck alive on this play. The puck's coming up the board to him at the point, he keeps it low, comes down to Vrana. Vrana finds just a wide open Nick Dowd. He's in a supporting role slightly high in the zone in case the puck goes the other way, and he's all alone. Vrana, low to high, up to Dowd. Dowd sends it home with just a sick shot. Caps go up 2-1. Oh look, TJ Oshie, he's carrying the puck into the zone and he's hit blindsided. Well, not according to last game, that's a 2-minute interference, right? No interference, no 2-minute penalty at all? Interesting. Well, the penalties didn't even out this time, but I'm sure the rest will get to that later in the game, right? Well, anyway, Sheary turns over the puck in the neutral zone, and Buffalo transitions the other way. Cousins, who had a somewhat awkwardly quiet World Junior Championship, just rips it top shelf against Vanacek. Top shelf, where mama hides the cookies. Get it, because they're playing Buffalo, and anyway. By the way, did you all know that Zdeno Chara is a Washington Capital now? Because Zdeno Chara is a Washington Capital now, and he just got his first point as a Washington Capital. Big Z takes one of his infamous slap shots on net, and Allmark can't handle that. I mean, it's a 100+ mile-an-hour slap shot coming at you. That slap shot has won the slap shot contest at the All-Star game like 5 times or something stupid like that. Massive rebound comes right out to Jake the Snake, and he makes no doubt about it, slams it home to a wide open net. Caps go up 3-2. But the lead doesn't last long. Zdeno Chara gets tied up on the half wall, laying on top of a Buffalo Sabre, leaving Sprong and Pinot to cover the front of the net. Shahan sees Sprong standing in front of the net, and he's like, oh, you're not a defender. Dootsy-doo, backhand goal, we're tied at 3. And then we have a very uneventful, very choppy third period. Caps finally get their penalties even out. Better late than never, I guess, with like 10 seconds left in regulation. There's a 4-on-3 power play in overtime. That doesn't amount to anything. We actually played more 4-on-4 in overtime than we did 3-on-3, which kind of stinks because the whole point of 3-on-3 is to cause more goal scoring and cause less shootouts, but we end up going to the shootout anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you Vitek Vanacek, the Czech in net. He goes to his first ever NHL shootout and stops all 4 of his shooters. And when he made that final save and he fist pumps the air, I started jumping around my basement here. Not necessarily because the Caps won, although that is extremely exciting and I'm super happy to get the 2 points, but more so because he just showed that with Samsonov being out for at least another 3 games probably, he can be the guy. It is just so invigorating to me to see these young guys step up, get plugged into a system, and then in a team's time of need, come up huge. I mean, look at Buffalo, for example. Cousins scored his first NHL goal today, and the smile was so big on his face, you could see it across the conference. That is what makes hockey so awesome to me. Just seeing these moments in a game, these moments in a season, these moments in a team shine through and just put a smile on everyone's face. Players, coaches, fans. It's why I cheer for this team and it's why I watch this game. And guys, I want everyone out there watching this video to just love the sport as much as I do. Love seeing these stories be played out. Love seeing these moments shine with these young players coming up and being stars and just... It's just a part of this game that I love so much and I can't put it into words properly. But anyway, enough blubbering over the sport of hockey. Next up, we have the Buffalo Sabres once again at 3 o'clock on Sunday. At least I think it's still 3 o'clock. Apparently there's something also called foosball going on, and that's super important to the people in this country. So times got moved around and things got kind of jumbled up, but don't worry, Caps are going to play again at home and it's going to be against the Buffalo Sabres, and we are going to come away with another 2 points and another win because we are shutting down Buffalo this season. We are 3 for 3 and Jake the Snake has 3 goals in 3 games against them, and but what do I know? I'm just a fan. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up button for me. And if you enjoyed your time here, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to see you come back. And as always, let's go Caps!